Hi everyone. What we're about to talk today is something that psychologically can dictate to the success of learning anything, including learning English. Guess what it is? Yes, it's mindset. And disclaimer that we are not psychologists, but we're looking forward to sharing all this incredible way of thinking and how to boost your English ability. And to talk about it, as always, I'm already joined here in the virtual studio with a sister from another mother, the one and only Fatma.
Hi everyone. Hi Jess. How is life going on over there?
Well, life is really awesome,
Uh,
amazing. How
Glad
about
to hear
you?
that. I'm perfect today. All right. So today we are going to talk about fixed mindset and growth mindset.
Yes, but before we start off, Fatma,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that this term originated from a famous psychologist in the US,
Uh-huh.
and she wrote a book
Right.
called
Mm-hmm.
Mindset. I haven't read the book yet, and it's going to be
Okay.
in my next list.
Right.
Her name is, if I'm not mistaken, Carol Dweck. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Carol
I
Dweck.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you believe that this mindset, I'm not talking about fixed and growth mindset yet, but do you believe that mindset do dictate process or journey in learning?
Well, I do.
Hi.
Maybe before we jump into what those things are, I had a little bit story, Fatma. Very long time
Okay.
ago,
Mm-hmm.
I am the one who do not believe in myself that I can drive a car.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So driving a car for
Really?
me is something really, really hard. It's something that,
I see.
out of my mind, I'll never,
Mm-hmm.
be able to drive a car because I cannot focus to multiple things simultaneously. Because if you think
Mm-hmm.
about
Mm-hmm.
driving a car, you have to focus on what's in front of you, what's in the back, and then you have to focus on steering wheel, the
But
pedals, and everything. So
exactly.
I do not believe in that. So maybe I was trapped in this kind of mindset that I
Mm-hmm.
finally
Mm-hmm.
changed that. And then I
Mm-hmm.
questioned myself, if people could drive a car, young people, old people, even, elderly people could drive a car, why am I supposed not to be drive a car? So that's what I asked, what I question myself. And I prove it that, yeah, it does help, it does really contribute, it does dictate to the level of success, I think.
Wow, amazing story. Okay. And I don't believe that you had such a mindset.
Well, I do. That's what
You
really
did.
ingrained in me, yes.
I
Because
see. I
I
see.
don't have natural ability. People often
Mm-hmm.
think about when having a certain ability, it's always dealing with kind of innate ability or natural ability. People ask, oh, because you're so smart, that is why you can drive a car. You're so diligent,
Okay.
or
Okay.
you're good already. You have natural talent. That is why you can dance. You can play piano, like your daughters, for example. Do you have any interesting story or anything related to this, Fatma?
Mindset, yes. I'm just human. I think I also experience this kind of mindset. I mean, the fixed mindset, I guess so. I believe in certain skill, and maybe as now I still believe that I'm not good at certain skill, but I'm trying my best to what's that, to limit that belief. Hi.
Okay,
Yeah, we are just
so
human.
mhm,
We
yep,
are just human. I think this is normal to have that kind of mindset, but the most important thing is that we realize that we have that mindset, and we are willing to change that mindset.
yeah,
Do you agree with me?
I do most definitely.
All
That is
right.
so true. And
Okay.
if I may, so in simple definition, what
To finish.
actually a fixed mindset is?
Fi- Fixed mindset.
Mm,
Well, before
mm,
elaborating what fixed mindset is, I would like to give a simple illustration that might happen to teenagers, to youngsters today. Take for example that that you broke up with your loved one, with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend, and then you say, I cannot live without you. This is the end of the world. I think that is a simple example of fixed mindset. So fixed mindset here just refers to your belief that your intelligence, your ability, your skill on something is already fixed traits. You believe that these characteristics are inherent and unchangeable, means you cannot change this behavior. So that's what fixed mindset refers to. And usually people with a fixed mindset has got characteristic, correct me if I'm wrong, again disclaimer guys that we are not psychologists, so we might be wrong, so you can give us a correction if we make mistake. So people with fixed mindset usually just they are trying to avoid challenges because challenges to them are hindrance of achieving success. They see this as what's that? As a block. So they see instead of jumping over the wall, they see the wall as, yeah, you cannot go through this way because it's already blocked. So this is what fixed mindset person think about challenges. So they see failure as a reflection of their inability of doing something. Yeah, just like I also experienced this thing, just like you experienced that you thought you couldn't drive a car, but you changed your mindset into growth mindset. And the second characteristic is that they are also fear of making mistake. It happens usually in language classroom, especially in speaking class. They are afraid of making errors. They see errors as terrible things. Usually, this refers to perfectionist person. They think that by making error, this will make them less human. This will make them embrace. Well, actually, error here give us certain information, what skills that we need to improve more. Do you agree?
Well, awesome. It reminded
Yeah.
me of
Hmm.
a syndrome called imposter syndrome, which is
Okay.
almost identical to fixed mindset. So, imposter
Mhm,
syndrome
mhm,
also limiting your potential. If I may
mhm,
say, from what you said, Fatma, people with fixed mindset is actually they're limiting their potential.
mhm,
They think that they're fixed already, and
mhm,
I grew up as a kid, Fatma, where my parents often say, like, okay, you're the best, you're great, you're smart already. I think this way
mhm.
of, praising our children is a kind of fixed mindset way that I recently
I
know.
see.
Yeah.
I see. This.
Psychologists say that it's not the correct way to praise our children, okay, in such a
Oh.
way using adjective right
Mhm,
away. So
mhm,
instead
mhm,
of
mhm.
using, okay, you're
I
smart,
see.
you
Mhm.
can try to say, okay, you've done a lot of things. That is why you work so hard. That is why you score A. So
I
we focus
see.
on the action,
First, so we
on the
appreciate the process, not the result.
not the result, not the
I
result.
see. Okay,
So
so the.
back again to what is it, to imposter syndrome that I said initially.
Mhm, mhm,
People with fixed mindset, or with who suffer from what is it, imposter syndrome,
mhm.
they are limiting themselves. They do not believe in themselves that they speak English, for example, in this case, because you come up with speaking English example. They're
Mhm,
afraid of making mistakes because
mhm,
what they see is that, okay, people or their friends are good at speaking, and while I'm not, so
mhm.
she
Yeah.
must be smarter than I am, and blah blah blah. So
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
limiting yourself, and
mhm,
it's not really beneficial for you if you're learning, what is it, if you're learning something that you really want to, like learning English, and
mhm,
then you're limiting only to this skill,
mhm, mhm,
right?
mhm. And again, comparison, I think, is what's that? A monster that kill us, right? So by comparing ourselves, oh, I guess my friend is smarter than I am, so therefore I cannot continue this journey because somebody is better than I am. So I think comparison is also killer for our learning journey, I guess. And
Yeah.
another characteristic of what's that a fixed mindset person is that they also have limited persistence. So instead of trying and then fail and then try again and fail again, they choose to give up. So usually this kind of person, yeah, instead of trying and what's that making effort, they choose to give up. So this
Yeah,
refers to fixed mindset person.
Fatma, and this is for everybody. Fixed mindset and growth mindset isn't something like black and white, everyone. So you don't have to be
Yeah,
fully fixed mindset in
growth
some
mindset.
area, and you have to be
Yeah,
fully having growth mindset in some other area. There's area in your life
agree.
that maybe because you're learning math, for example, or for example, if you're learning dance, and then it's important for you to grow your mindset, having growth mindset. While in some other area of life, okay, you not necessarily need to have a growth mindset because you're less interested in that, something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah,
actually. So this is not about black and white. It is okay sometimes to give up on something. Well, actually, not giving
yeah,
up. I don't
yeah.
like the term of giving up. Maybe you can take a rest and then continue
Yep.
again. All right. Well, I think I'm already talking too much. Now let me hand over this space to our growth mindset person. So vice versa to what's that fixed mindset, Jess? What do you
Oh,
have in your mind dealing with growth mindset?
well, in simple definition, if fixed mindset is the way how you see yourself or limiting your potential, growth
Mm-hmm,
mindset,
mm-hmm,
growth mindset is it is when you believe that your abilities and intelligence can be developed
mm-hmm.
through dedication, hard work,
Dedication.
learning, perseverance. Because we see everything, what blocks you in front of you is like a
Mm-hmm,
wall. It's a challenges as something or opportunities to grow. And in this
mm-hmm.
case,
Okay,
and with people with a growth mindset, usually um, we embrace or they embrace challenges because we
I
see
see.
this um, as not something fixed, as not something that blocks you, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Individual with the growth mindset welcome challenges one more time in learning language. Today, you may not understand what modal auxiliary verb, but okay, you can
mm-hmm,
say to yourself, you can have self talk, okay, today I don't understand modal auxiliary, but
mm-hmm,
you need you need to swift from
mm-hmm.
fixed mindset. For example, you can add the word yet at the end of the sentence, like,
I
okay,
see.
today I do not understand modal auxiliary verb yet, but tomorrow I
Yet,
will try. So that's a
okay.
kind of magical word to change from fixed mindset to growth mindset. And
I
also,
see.
people with growth mindset views mistake as learning opportunities because they see
Mm-hmm,
mistakes as a natural part of the learning process, right? And it's essential
mm-hmm.
step to step forward,
Yep,
improving
yep, yep,
what we want to improve. So
yep. I see.
mistakes is not something that limiting you, but it's something that you see as a challenge.
Mm-hmm,
Do you have any
mm-hmm,
idea,
mm-hmm.
Fatma?
Agree. Yes, agree. Actually, mistake inform us what part of our life need to be improved, what part of skills that need to be improved. It is impossible to have everything perfect, right? If everything perfect, so what's next, right? I think life will be boring if everything is perfect because you don't have anything more to do, right? But if you make mistake means you have a chance, you have more chances to what's that to sharpen to polish these skills. So the thing that you think an ordinary, by polishing this one, by what's that by improving this one, this ordinary thing can be better, right? And seeing the thing from an ordinary to better thing, I think another satisfying thing. Do you agree with me? What do you
Yes,
say?
that's really spot on. That's so spot on.
Yeah. It is
And
satisfying to
mm,
see this
yeah,
progress.
yeah, yes, Fatma. Anyway, do you think that fixed mindset can be changed, or there is a time to transition from fixed mindset way of thinking to growth mindset way of thinking?
Uh, well, I think, yeah, it takes process again to change something. We cannot switch something immediately, I guess. And I believe when you believed that you couldn't drive, it took time for you to change this mindset so that you have courage to learn, right? So it didn't happen immediately that you have fixed mindset and then a minute later you have growth mindset. I think that's quite impossible to switch the thing overnight.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
felt that. I experienced
Mm-hmm,
that. It
mm-hmm,
even takes years, Fatma. I going back again to my story that I didn't believe that I could drive a car,
mm-hmm,
100 kilometers per hour, just like right now, for
mm-hmm.
example. So it's something that was out of my mind. I did
Okay.
not believe. So guys, if you're the one who do not believe in yourself just because you do not speak English well right
Mm-hmm,
now, then the
mm-hmm.
answer is not right now. The answer might be
Yes.
is to ask yourself if you
Yep.
really want to change this, want to
Mm-hmm,
change your mindset from the inside of you, then
mm-hmm.
you can actually be able to achieve what you wanted. Like
Yep.
driving a car, speaking English fluently, eloquently with people. I think that's quite
Exactly.
essential.
Yep, exactly. So now let's talk about what's that common, not common habit, common behavior that refers to fixed mindset and how to fix this fixed mindset, how to growth this mindset.
Well,
Okay.
that's very challenging.
All right. Okay. Let me start with me first because I also experience what's that fixed mindset, and this case, especially this case, is still happening to me. Jess, maybe you
Mm.
can help me to grow my mindset. So, Jess, actually, I'm not good at math, to be honest.
Yeah. So that's a fixed mindset. Maybe you can change to growth mindset. Like, okay, I might not be good at math yet, but Fatma,
Okay.
with effort, with practice, you can improve.
At I'm not good at math yet, so I'm trying my best to make a friend with my friend from mathematics department so I can feel their vibe. So math will be something easy for me. Am I right?
Yes,
Is that the
yes,
way to grow mindset?
yeah. Because
All
we
right.
learn math playfully.
Okay. I hope my friends will help me with this. All right.
Okay. Now,
What fixed
now I'm gonna
mindset do
ask
you
you.
have?
Okay.
Okay.
Oftentimes, this may happen to everybody. This may happen to me
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I say, I cannot
Mm-hmm.
learn new language. It's too
Okay.
difficult for me. I am too busy. S-
Okay. Common problem, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think learning new language is might be very challenging. Moreover, if you are a busy person, I know that this is very challenging. But I guess with persistently learning and applying several or few tips that we have been sharing to you, I guess you can do it. You can learn English, even you can acquire English easily.
Wow, that's really mind blowing.
All right. Okay. Have you ever
Okay.
filled in TOEFL test?
Oh, yes, sure, sure.
uh, w- I believe we might not really fail in TOEFL test, but maybe the score is not as good as we expected, and it happened
Yeah.
to me. Jess. So I
Mm-mm,
failed in TOEFL test, so I thought that I must be not smart enough in doing TOEFL test.
mm-mm.
So what would you like to suggest if I have this kind of mindset?
Um, you might fail now, but with a perseverance and trial, consistent practice, regular practice,
Yep.
you're not going to fail. Is it correct to say that? Is it
Yes,
growth mindset way of
exactly.
thinking?
Yes, I guess. And just I would like to let you know that when I was young, I'm still young now. Okay, I took TOEFL test every year just to improve my TOEFL skill.
That's
So every
amazing.
year I try my best to take a TOEFL test, even though it was not the equivalent one. It was just like trial, but I tried my best to what's that to enroll in TOEFL test just for the sake of improving of my TOEFL score. And now maybe 2 years, once in 2 years, not every year.
Hmm. Let me recall when the last time I took the test. It was uh 3 years
What
ago, if I'm
year?
not mistaken.
3 years ago. I was taking TOEFL in 2021. Oh yeah, it almost 3 years, I guess. We need to retake TOEFL again.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
What fixed mindset? What another fixed mindset have you ever experienced, Jess?
Okay, for example, I'm dealing with my public speaking. So
Oh,
because
really?
I'm
You are.
shy, I'll never be good at public speaking. It's not
I cannot.
just my thing. So what do you suggest?
Well, I cannot believe this because I think and I believe that this is also the result of your growth mindset. Yeah, speaking in front of the public might be very challenging and you might be very nervous at the very first time, but by practicing public speaking again and again, I think you can make it as your habit, so you can speak in front of the public confidently, I guess. So
Yeah.
you need to practice more and more.
Yes. I'm not limiting myself only to where I am, but I'm
Okay.
growing my mindset. Okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
something challenging. Then I
Mm-hmm.
gotta go. I gotta show up to people and talk to people about my idea. And I believe that I'm my
Mm-hmm.
idea is worth sharing. Everybody need to listen to me. Everybody needs
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
experience, something like that. So I have a kind of what is it, self talk every time we wanted
Mm-hmm.
to, show up in public speaking.
Okay, okay.
Do you have
All
another
right.
situation, Fatma?
Yes, exactly. And still happening to me now. Well, I'm trying my best to learn piano. Okay. I have I have learned playing piano since 2015, if I'm not mistaken, and still I can play one song only, and this also children's song. Do you have any suggestion for me to grow my mindset?
um, well, if you see yourself unable to play piano, people out there they see themselves
Mm-hmm.
able to play piano in the first place. But what
Mm-hmm.
happens
Mm-hmm.
to them is that through perseverance, dedication, and they set aside sometimes to play consistently every day with
I
consistent practice,
see.
they make a sound. They're able to make a sound from playing the piano. Maybe today
Okay.
you're only playing one song, but tomorrow you'll be able to sing while playing two songs or more. Is it correct to say that?
Yes, I guess so. The key is actually persistent, and yeah, I realized that I'm not persistent enough in practicing playing piano. So therefore, I only can play piano one song for about how many years? 9 years, almost 9 years. All right, another situation. Do you have any other situation dealing with fixed
Yes, this
mindset?
situation is quite common for everybody because some
Mm-hmm.
people think that they're too old or too young to start doing something. For example, when learning
Okay.
English, we oftentimes they say, "Okay, I'm too old to learn English. It's too late for me." So,
No
what do you
way, don't
suggest?
believe. No way, don't believe to that threat. Okay, so because it doesn't limit your ability in learning a new skill, and my religion also teach me that to have long life learning. So learning has been our duty since our birth to the end of our life. So don't believe to people who say that when you are old mean you cannot learn something new. No way. Don't believe to that, Jess.
Yes, it's never too late to start.
Yep. 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 It's better late than never.
It's better late than never.
Exactly. Yep, yep, yep. And this
Do you
is
have
very
more situation,
ex-
Fatma?
yes, of course, and this is very common one. I'm afraid of making mistake because when I make mistake, people will see me as I'm not good enough. I'm not good person because I make a lot of mistake. So, what do you say to this fixed mindset?
Well, mistakes mistake is a natural part of the learning process because each
Okay.
mistake is an opportunity to learn and become better, right? Today you're making 20 mistakes. Maybe tomorrow, if you keep consistently practice, then you're making 19 mistakes.
I
So
see. We
today maybe
might.
you're making 1,000 mistakes, and
I
tomorrow you're making
see.
only 999 mistakes. So
I
mistake is
see.
a natural part of the process, right?
Okay, human will. Are you going to say that human are going forever to make mistake, right? But day by day, the most important one is the mistake getting lesser and lesser. Is that what you are trying to say?
Yes, that's what I wanted to say,
I
Fatma.
see. So it is okay to make mistakes every day as long as the mistake is not the same as yesterday.
It is okay to make mistake all the time, guys. Okay.
All right.
Why? Anyway, guys, why we actually came up with this discussion? Because this is something
Mm-hmm.
psychological, something
Mm-hmm.
that you might feel inside of you. Because no
Okay.
matter no matter what the situation out there, how chaotic your situation out there, but if you're mentally, psychologically ready to learn new things, to persevere, to do more, yeah, you can elevate your potentials. Is that right,
I
Fatma?
see. Exactly, 100%. So no matter what happened outside, out of the world there, okay, out there, the most important one is how we keep ourselves inside persistently so that our main goal can be achieved.
Yeah.